In a quiet village on the edge of Kyoto, as the sun sets behind misty hills, an 86-year-old woman named Fumiko moves gently through her wooden home. The air smells of cedar and warm tea. Every evening just before bed, she opens a small wooden box, takes out a spoonful of flax seeds, and slowly chews them as if savoring a sacred ritual. Her skin glows softly, her posture is upright, and her gaze calm and steady. What makes Fumiko so vibrant even in her late 80s? A 2022 study from Kyoto University found that older adults who regularly consumed flax seeds had lower inflammation, better cholesterol levels, and improved gut health compared to those who didn't. So what really happens if you eat just 1 teaspoon of flax seeds at night for 7 days? Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Why nighttime? The biology behind it. There's something quietly powerful about the hours just before sleep. For the aging body, this time of day isn't just about rest. It's when the body begins to repair, reset, and restore. And this is precisely why eating flax seeds at night, not morning, can make all the difference. As we age, our digestive systems naturally slow down. The enzymes that break down food become less active, and the movement of the intestines, the peristalsis, also weakens. This leads to common problems like bloating, constipation, and poor nutrient absorption. By eating flax seeds at night, we align their natural fiber and oils with the body's slower rhythm, allowing a longer, gentler digestive process to unfold while we sleep. Japanese elders understand this well. Many of them finish dinner by 6:30 or 7:00 p.m., and they choose foods that are easy to digest but deeply nourishing. Flax seeds, often sprinkled over rice porridge or added to warm drinks, are part of that tradition. The concept is called shokuiku, a Japanese philosophy that blends nutrition and mindfulness. It teaches that what we eat and when we eat affects not just our body, but our emotional and spiritual well-being. Compare that with the typical American habit of late dinners, heavy with meat, sugar, or alcohol, things that spike inflammation and interrupt deep sleep. The result is often a restless night, followed by a sluggish morning. Eating flax seeds at night introduces a natural source of omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and plant compounds called lignans right before the body enters its restorative mode. This combination supports gut health, balances hormones, and reduces low-grade inflammation issues that tend to rise with age. But there's also something emotional about this ritual. It's not just about digestion, it's about pausing, taking a moment before bed to care for the body. Chewing slowly, breathing deeply, savoring something simple, natural, and kind. So when you take that small spoonful of flax seeds tonight, know that you're not just eating, you're preparing your body for healing. Just like the elders in Japan who close their day with quiet, thoughtful nourishment. Day 1-2. What you may feel in your gut. First, on the first night you try flax seeds, you may not expect much. It's just a teaspoon after all, small, quiet. But by the second day, something subtle begins to shift, especially in your belly. One of the first benefits older adults often notice is a change in digestion. If you've struggled with constipation, hard stools, or that constant feeling of not being fully empty, this may be the moment things start to feel lighter. Flax seeds are rich in soluble and insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber turns into a gel-like substance in your gut, softening the stool and making it easier to pass. The insoluble fiber acts like a gentle broom sweeping waste through your system. For many seniors, this simple action alone can bring a surprising sense of relief, no more straining, no more bloating that lingers into the next day. Let's take the story of Mrs. Yoshiko, a 78-year-old widow from Osaka. She used to depend on over-the-counter laxatives every few days. My stomach was always tight, she once said. I felt like I was carrying a stone. But after her daughter suggested she try a teaspoon of ground flax seeds every night mixed in warm rice water, everything changed. Within 3 nights, her bowels began moving on their own. Gentle, natural, painless. There's science to support her experience. Flax seeds act as prebiotics, special fibers that feed the good bacteria in your gut. These bacteria don't just help with digestion. They play a vital role in your immune system, your mood, even your brain health. For seniors especially, those taking multiple medications, a well-balanced gut can reduce gas, ease nausea, and help the body absorb nutrients more efficiently. In Japan, this understanding of gut balance is deeply ingrained. The term hara doesn't just mean stomach, it also symbolizes your center, your core, your intuition. A healthy hara is seen as essential for mental clarity and emotional stability. That's why Japanese meals are often designed not just for taste, but for gut harmony. So when you begin this 7-day flaxseed journey, don't just wait for dramatic changes. Notice the small ones. The way your belly feels less heavy in the morning, how your clothes fit more comfortably around your waist, how meals no longer sit in your stomach like bricks. It's a reminder that healing doesn't always roar. Sometimes it begins with the quiet sound of a body finally saying thank you. Day 3-4. More stable morning energy. By the 3rd or 4th day of adding flax seeds to your nightly routine, something gentle but important may begin to unfold. You wake up feeling just a little more steady, not wired, not sluggish, just balanced. For many older adults, mornings can be the hardest part of the day. You might open your eyes already feeling drained, your body stiff, your mind foggy, and often the culprit isn't just poor sleep, it's what your body went through during the night. As we age, our blood sugar becomes more sensitive. Even small spikes or dips while we sleep can leave us feeling groggy, irritable, or craving sugar in the morning. That's where flax seeds quietly shine. These tiny seeds are rich in fiber and healthy fats, which slow down the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. When eaten at night, they help keep your blood sugar more stable as you sleep, preventing those silent overnight crashes that can leave you waking up in a fog. Let's look at the story of Mr. Kenji, a 74-year-old retired school teacher from Nagano. He used to start every day with a cup of black coffee and a slice of toast just to push through the morning fatigue. But it never felt like real energy. When he started taking flax seeds at night, just 1 teaspoon before bed, he began noticing a shift. I still wake up early, he said, but now I want to get out of bed. I feel clearer. Flax seeds also contain plant-based omega-3s called ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which support brain health and help regulate mood. This matters deeply, especially in later years, when many people experience changes in mental energy, motivation, or even mild depression. Flax seeds' steady fuel helps protect the mind as well as the body. In Japan, this idea of gentle energy is rooted in daily life. The elderly often wake at dawn not with a burst, but with calm intention. They drink warm water or tea, stretch quietly, sit by the window. Food is not rushed, and it's chosen to support, not shock the system. Flax seeds, miso, pickled vegetables, and small portions of rice all play a role in this morning rhythm. The contrast with Western habits is clear. Many American seniors rely on stimulants, strong coffee, sugary cereal, processed breakfasts to get going. But those quick fixes often leave the body in a state of panic, not peace. So as you reach the midpoint of your 7-day flaxseed practice, take note. You may begin to feel more consistent energy in the morning, less roller coaster, more grounded. It's not magic. It's your body responding to nourishment it recognizes. And sometimes the most beautiful kind of energy doesn't jolt you awake, it gently invites you into your day. Day 5, 6. Relief in the joints and less aches. By the 5th or 6th night, something deeper begins to shift, especially in your joints. The dull stiffness in your fingers when you wake up. The slow ache in your knees as you stand. The little pains that have become a quiet part of your life might begin to soften. It's not always dramatic. In fact, you may not even notice it until one day you realize you stood up without bracing yourself, or you reached for a teacup without that little twinge. So what's happening? Flax seeds are one of the richest plant sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory properties. As we age, low-level inflammation becomes more common, contributing to joint discomfort, arthritis symptoms, and overall body fatigue. Flaxseed doesn't work like a fast-acting painkiller, but over several days it helps calm the inflammation from the inside out. Let me share the story of Mr. Suzuki, an 83-year-old from a small fishing village in Shikoku. He spent decades hauling nets and rowing boats, work that left his wrists and knees stiff. His granddaughter, a nurse in Tokyo, suggested he try ground flax seeds at night. Not expecting much, he agreed. After 5 nights, he noticed his hands didn't cramp when holding chopsticks. By day 7, the tightness in his knees eased when walking down the steps to his garden. It felt like my body remembered how to move again, he said. In Japan, these small returns to comfort are celebrated quietly, no fanfare. Just a soft nod of thanks to the body. Western medicine tends to focus on intervention pills, injection surgeries. But in Japanese culture, prevention and daily nourishment are the heart of long life. Elders often eat okayu, a gentle rice porridge with ingredients like ginger tofu or flaxseed mixed in. It's warm, soothing, and easy on the joints and gut. Flax seeds also contain lignans, plant compounds that help regulate hormones and reduce oxidative stress, which can contribute to joint degeneration over time. For women after menopause, these lignans can be especially helpful in supporting bone and joint health. By this point in your 7-day flaxseed journey, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're sending healing to your knees, your hands, your back. And perhaps more importantly, you're sending a message of care. I'm still here. I still deserve comfort. Because aging doesn't mean surrendering to pain. It means listening more closely. And sometimes relief comes not in loud breakthroughs, but in quiet evenings, with a spoonful of seeds. Day 7. Deeper sleep and a calmer mind. By the 7th night, you may notice a different kind of shift, this one not in your joints or stomach, but in your sleep. You might fall asleep a bit easier, stay asleep a bit longer, or wake up feeling just a little more rested, less tense in your thoughts. For many older adults, sleep becomes fragile with age. Hormonal changes, chronic pain medications, or simply years of worry can lead to light sleep, frequent waking, or long nights spent staring at the ceiling. But here's where flax seeds in their quiet way can help bring peace. Flax seeds are rich in tryptophan, a natural amino acid that helps produce serotonin, which then converts into melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Combined with healthy fats that support your nervous system, a nightly dose of flax seeds helps prepare your brain for rest, not by forcing it, but by gently guiding it. And when paired with a calming nighttime routine, the results can feel deeply restorative. In Japan, evenings are sacred. There's no rushing. Lights are dimmed. Phones are put away. Many elders soak their feet, sip herbal tea, or sit in silence before bed. Bedrooms are kept cool and quiet. A small pillow, a thin futon on the floor. These are not luxuries, they are deliberate choices that protect sleep. Some even describe flax seeds as the final note of their evening. One last act of care before surrendering to rest. Let me share the experience of Mrs. Aiko, a 69-year-old former kimono maker from Nara. She had trouble falling asleep for years, waking often and feeling unrested. Her grandson told her about using flax seeds as a nightly ritual. She decided to add them to a cup of warm barley tea. Within a week, her sleep became deeper. She still woke up early, but she woke with clarity and calm. "It's not about sleeping longer," she said. "It's about waking up without that weight in my chest." The truth is, deep sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about creating safety in your body, about lowering inflammation, calming the gut, steadying the mind. Flax seeds may not be a sleeping pill, but they are nourishment that whispers to your brain, "You're safe now. You can let go." And sometimes that's all we need to rest well. What happens if you keep going? The long-term effects. So you've eaten 1 teaspoon of flax seeds at night for 7 days. By now your gut feels lighter, your joints less stiff, your mornings more steady, your sleep more complete. But what happens if you keep going for a month, a season, or even a year? The truth is, flax seeds aren't just a short-term helper. Their true strength lies in consistency. Like a well-tended garden, the longer you nourish your body with them, the deeper the roots of health begin to grow. Let's start with your heart. Flax seeds are proven to help lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that builds up in your arteries. One review from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily flaxseed consumption significantly reduced cholesterol levels in adults, especially those over 60. This isn't a dramatic drop overnight, but over months it adds up. Your heart beats easier, blood flows freer, risk of heart attack or stroke decreases. Then there's your skin. Aging skin often becomes dry, thin, and fragile, but the omega-3s in flax seeds help lock in moisture from the inside out. Japanese elders often say, "Skin reflects the condition of the gut." With better digestion and hydration, your skin can become softer, less flaky, and even glow a little like the gentle sheen of polished wood. Flax seeds also help balance hormones, particularly in women after menopause. The lignans in flax mimic estrogen in a gentle plant-based way. They don't flood your system like medication, but they support balance, easing hot flashes, mood swings, or energy dips that often linger long after menopause ends. In Okinawa, home to some of the world's longest living people, the approach to health is never extreme. There's no superfood obsession. Instead, they eat a variety of simple plant-based fats, sesame oil, seaweed, tofu, and yes, flax seeds. These aren't trends, they're traditions. Passed down through generations, not for beauty or weight loss, but for endurance, clarity, and peace. Over time, flax seeds also help reduce chronic inflammation. This is the kind of inflammation that doesn't cause pain today, but quietly contributes to disease over decades. Arthritis, diabetes, even Alzheimer's. Flax seeds with their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds gently dial this response down, protecting your cells like a steady breeze cools a flame. So if you're asking, is this worth continuing? The answer is simple yes. But not because it will change everything overnight. It won't. It doesn't need to. Because healing, especially in later life, isn't about radical change. It's about daily kindness, quiet rituals, simple food, and the choice each night to give your body one more reason to keep going strong. Warnings, precautions, and how to use flax seeds safely. As healing as flax seeds can be, they are not a one-size-fits-all solution. Like any natural remedy, they must be used with care, especially for older adults with specific health conditions. First, it's important to remember this flax seeds are most effective and safest when ground. Whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system, undigested meaning you may not absorb any of their benefits. Worse, they can cause bloating or discomfort in sensitive stomachs. Grinding the seeds allows your body to access their oils and nutrients more easily without stress on the gut. Second, start small. 1 teaspoon per night is a gentle dose for most people. If you increase too quickly, the high fiber content can lead to gas cramping or irregular bowel movements. Your body needs time to adjust. And always drink enough water. Flax seeds absorb moisture and swell, which can lead to blockage if you're dehydrated. There are also some cases where flax seeds may not be right for you. For example, if you're on blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, flax seeds' natural omega-3s may slightly increase the risk of bleeding. If you're scheduled for surgery, it's best to stop flax seeds at least a week before, unless your doctor advises otherwise. Flax seeds also have mild estrogen-like effects due to lignans. While this can be helpful for postmenopausal women, it may not be suitable for people with hormone-sensitive conditions like certain types of breast cancer. If you have a history of hormone-related illness, please speak with your doctor first. And of course, flax seed should never be eaten raw in large amounts, especially unground. Some raw flax contains natural compounds that in excess can be toxic. Always buy food-grade flaxseed from a trusted source and store it in a cool, dry place, preferably the fridge once opened, to keep the oils from going rancid. In Japan, health is never rushed. Elders are taught to listen to their bodies and watch for signs of imbalance. If flax seeds feel helpful, continue. If something feels off, pause. Health is a conversation, not a command. So before you begin or continue, make sure this small act of nourishment is truly right for you. And when in doubt, bring it to your doctor. Share your curiosity. They may be more open than you think. How to make it a daily ritual. The Japanese way. The real power of flax seeds doesn't lie in their nutrients alone, it lies in the ritual. 1 teaspoon at night may sound simple, but when practiced with intention, it becomes a moment of care, a pause, a promise to your body. And this is where the Japanese way can offer something truly special. In Japan, health is woven into daily life, not added on top. It shows up in the way meals are prepared in the silence before tea is sipped, in the care given to each detail of the evening routine. This same spirit can turn your nightly flaxseed dose into something more than just a habit. It becomes a healing rhythm. Start by choosing a small container, perhaps a wooden or ceramic jar that you keep in a visible place. Somewhere you'll see it each evening, just like the Japanese keep their matcha bowls or miso ladles ready on the kitchen shelf. This small visual reminder becomes an invitation, not a chore. Pair it with a familiar action. For example, after brushing your teeth, after folding your blanket, or just before turning off the final light. This anchor helps your brain remember without needing willpower. Over time, it simply becomes part of how your night ends. Many elders in Japan pair this with warm water or herbal tea. You can stir your ground flax seeds into a little warm oat milk barley tea, or sprinkle them over a small bowl of rice porridge if you prefer something solid. The key isn't what exactly you do, it's that you do it gently, consistently, and with care. You may even want to say a few quiet words as you take them. Something like, "Thank you, body," or "This is my time to rest." It might sound small, but these words help rewire the relationship we have with our aging selves from frustration to friendship. Because the older we get, the more we realize healing isn't a destination, it's a daily choice. And a teaspoon of flax seeds taken with peace might be the most powerful medicine of all. 7 days, 1 teaspoon, taken with intention. That's all it takes to begin a quiet shift, lighter digestion, gentler joints, more stable mornings, deeper sleep. It may not feel dramatic, there's no grand transformation, but the power of flax seeds lies in what they awaken your body's own wisdom to heal. This isn't magic, it's nourishment. It's the soft rhythm of care. And if you continue day after day, you may find that your body responds with gratitude in ways words can't measure. So what's next? Will you keep going? Will you add this tiny, powerful seed to your nightly ritual? And what other Japanese-inspired practices would you love to try? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your story. And one last important note. Medical disclaimer. The health information shared in this video is for educational purposes only and not intended as medical advice. It may not apply to everyone. If you have health concerns or are taking medications, please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making changes to your diet. If you believe you are experiencing a medical emergency, contact your physician or call your local emergency number immediately.